Japan is definitely the most high-tech country in the world. Why? Well, right now we're here with the best example to stand with it. And trust us, you're going to say the same. Well, this episode will be about a supermodel. Yes, the key word here is supermodel. Japan's latest supermodel is a girl bot named Miim. And we think Miim here can do some very interesting things that you might not believe. Let's get straight into the topic. Hey folks, and welcome back once again. What are you guys waiting for? Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, when taking the first look at the bot, it might seem like an uncomfortable girl bot dubbed HRP-4C, designed to seem like an average Japanese lady. Even had her runway debut at a Tokyo fashion show. Don't expect her to have the elegance of a Sidney Crawford or Elle Macpherson anytime soon. However, a few catwalk struts may help HRP-4C relax and find her style. Humanoid robots are predicted to be one of the ultimate forms of next-generation robots, and research and development are being conducted by a variety of organizations, including numerous commercial enterprises. Just because applications in the entertainment business, such as a fashion model and a master of ceremonies, are prime prospects for practical use of contemporary bipedal humanoids, the bot's creators established design concepts for HRP-4C. The main elements they established were the capacity to walk bipedally, the realistic average figure of a young Japanese female, and the configuration to replicate human-like movements. Okay, let's take a look at the face of HRP-4C, shall we? The head is covered with hair and tissue, creating the impression that it is a real human head at first glance. In fact, the proportions of the facial components in the skin surface are slightly simplified from those of the human model to avoid the uncanny valley problem. They may be frightening to some of you out there. HRP-4C's face was effectively developed such that its static look may be natural and appealing without slipping into the uncanny valley, which is fantastic. The 8 DOF joints inside the head can be used to move the face components, while the 3 DOF joints inside the neck may be used to modify the head attitude. In fact, the bot's expressions are quite realistic, and everything is regulated by a complicated network on its face. All the joints on the face are rotating. The joints that move the skin's face portions have a stiff arm whose end is linked to the appropriate skin region. Each joint's actuator is made up of a servo motor and a reduction gear. It is driven by a distributed motor driver, which can control the position of the motor by reading the signal from its own incremental encoder. The motor drivers use an internal network based on controller error network to connect with the main CPU board buried in the chest. When we originally discussed modeling, it wasn't only for that of the bot. HRP-4C has various uses in the entertainment sector. HRP-4C was initially featured on the stage of the 8th Japan Fashion Week in Tokyo, which began in 2009. There, HRP-4C served as the master of ceremonies at the unique stage known as the Shinma Creators Project. HRP-4C walked, bowed, and delivered a 1-minute speech. HRP-4C then turned and fell out. HRP-4C made her debut professional runway performance in 2009 at the YUMI KATSURA Grand Coronation in Osaka. HRP-4C wore a bridal gown designed by Miss YUMI KATSURA, the wedding gown design leader. HRP-4C moved effortlessly up and down the 10-meter runway, striking various stances and looking sidelong at the thrilled crowd. And, get this, our bot even sang. Yes, HRP-4C was a singer developed in Cretech, Japan in 2009 by the partnership with the singing technology Vocaloid. Yamaha Corporation created this as a commercial singing synthetic program. Okay, that's about singing. What if we told you that our bot did some acting too? Stunned? Yes. HRP-4C performed in a one-man performance at the 2009 Digital Contents Expo. Using motion editing software, the designers of HRP-4C were able to create a 5-minute play motion of HRP-4C from a human actress's motion choreographed by Sam, a skilled dance creator. HRP-4C did not move her legs, but she moved her arms, head, and facial muscles in a human-like manner and cracked jokes. As we said before, the bot was perfect from the waist up, but what needed to improve was its walking. Japan's fascinating robot that sings and appears like a lovely young female is now almost learned to walk like a gorgeous lady. The National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology's robotic engineer published a video of their HRP-4C Miim robot, to demonstrate how it can walk better than previously. HRP-4C features 30 motors in its body that lets it walk and move its arms, as well as 8 motors in the face that allow it to express human emotions. The robot is built on the user-centered robot open architecture, which makes use of key robot techniques such as real-time Linux, RT middleware, the open HRP-3 robot simulator, and voice recognition. AIST researchers, like other scientific groups committed to robotics, have been working hard to develop the ideal walking robot and walking technologies that can make their robot walk like most humans. This has not been an easy task. Engineers have struggled to create a robot that can walk like a person, but this has only inspired additional robotic research. To boost performance, the AIST researchers concentrated on a few critical components of the robot. The toes of the robot now better support the legs during each stride, and the legs straighten out more. A new study report released details on how they got Miim to walk in a more human manner than previous versions. The developers add that when creating a model of a walking pattern that mimics human motion, they focus on 3 aspects of walking: that's single toe support, knee stretching, and swing leg motion. Based on a typical pattern generator, the researchers added single toe support, adjusted the robot's waist height to extend the knees as much as possible, and attempted to develop a swing leg motion more closely like that of a human. Surprisingly, while some tech sites lauded the team for successfully making HRP-4C walk like a human being, the video of Miim walking resembles a woman who had been released from a long stay in hospital due to broken bones and must learn to walk normally again in broad daylight without crutches. Still, Miim's improved walking abilities are an improvement, as they are less mechanical than previously. At the very least, this is regarded as a promising foundation upon which to develop in the next few months and years. HRP-4C is a female humanoid robot designed for entertainment purposes. It was created with a realistic-looking face and dimensions that approximate the average figure of a young Japanese female. As we discussed in the beginning, the robot was originally exhibited to the public in March 2009, about 13 years ago. Well, you know there are more players in this field. Boston Dynamics, which is one of the most prominent, has been working hard to improve the walking movements of the human-like robots. Its most recent walking robot news focused on Petman, which the firm says is the first anthropomorphic robot that walks dynamically like a human. Despite the fact that humanoid robots have been around for a long time, robots continue to intrigue people. The curiosity has resulted in a growing number of robotic applications in entertainment, whether in films, amusement parks, or even in people's homes. Who knows whether we'll soon have humanoids in our homes? There is a lot of optimism out there, especially with businesses like Tesla promising us the perfect humanoid robot. It may be a wonderful experience to observe an inanimate mechanical item performing android lifelike actions. Aside from being visually appealing, robots can execute things that people cannot, owing to excessive danger or sheer incapacity. As a result, the growing use of robots in entertainment, whether for curiosity or purpose, comes as no surprise. Most humanoid robots still have the same problem. They can only walk in a sluggish, mechanical, chopping manner. Even HRP-4C is one of the most lifelike humanoids ever produced, in our opinion. So what do you guys think about HRP-4C? Cool? Is there something better than HRP-4C? Drop it in the comment section below. Anyway, please share your thoughts on the new video in the comment area. Well, this isn't the end. More exciting material will be released in the following days, and we here will bring you the very best of the best. Meanwhile, do check out our other videos too. That's all we've got for today. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like this one. While you're at it, enable the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our future uploads. That's all for now. We hope you had a great time watching the video. We'll see you again in the next one.